What's up guys, this is Quante and welcome back to more Let's Play Donkey Kong Country Returns. And if you're wondering why World 3 is already completed, well, I didn't really have any recording problems. It's simply just because of my incompetence, because for some reason my audio jack was not in my Dazzle. So when I recorded the last recording session or whatever, I didn't have any audio in the video, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this again, and well, we'll see how it goes and see if it's actually plugged in this time. But you know, hopefully it actually goes all the way through. But I really like this level and how it starts out like in the ruins, and then you sort of go into the beach area right now. It's like a very fast and quick transition that just sort of works out for the game, you know? I really like that, because you don't really see like those awesome transitions in games too much, or they're like really abrupt, you know? You just go right into the beach area right away. And, you know, it's another good thing about this game. Another good transition right here, you know, we flew right into the ship. Like a cannonball. Donkey Kong cannonballs. That sounded really weird. What am I talking about? But yeah, so most of the levels in World 3 are actually really short. So I think I can probably get the rest of this world done in this episode in a very short amount of time. And that's a lot of levels to be done in a single episode. That is, like, World 3 isn't really big in terms of levels at all. It's probably one of the second shortest worlds besides World 4, which is the mines, and that has, you know, some of the shortest levels in the game, and it has the least amount of levels in the game. So I mean, World 4 is right after this, so it's sort of weird how they go one after another. But yeah, I like most of the sort of transition-y things that happen in this level. You know, like the background makes things happen in the foreground, like that cannonball hitting the sail and stuff like that, and this happening. You know, this is a very scene-based level, if anything, and it's really short. But alas, we are done with this level, so let's DK it up! 15 banana coins. I have 400 of these things. It's like I'm never gonna run out. I'm just rolling in it, man. And we did that in 2 minutes. And I kinda estimate, you know, the rest of the levels in the game taking about that long. Not the levels in the game, I mean in this world. Because for some reason, most of the levels in the world are just really short. I mean, there's not much more to it. It's just like, you'll end up getting all the Kong letters and then just be like, wow, where did time go? Well, that's if you're really good at the game. I mean, if you're bad at the game, it doesn't really go by as fast, I guess I could say. But even if you're bad at this game, it doesn't really, like, feel like it. Because, I mean, like, I get how someone would think the older Donkey Kong Country games are hard, simply because, like, you don't have as many lives in those games as you do in these. Because, I mean, like, you have plenty of chances to get lives. I just got one right there. And then you can go to Cranky Kong's shop and buy as many lives as you want to if you get banana coins as frequently as I do. And it's just like, you have a lot of chances to get lives in this game, which sort of, I mean, it doesn't take away from the difficulty at all. I can see why the lives are there, but it almost seems like you have unlimited chances to get lives pretty much anytime you want. So, I mean, that's good. Not to mention, you can get lives from just bouncing off of enemies like in Super Mario Brothers, so it's just like, it's not really too bad in terms of, you know, lives. It keeps it balanced enough because, I mean, like, you're gonna be burning them is the thing. You're not getting lives just because the game is easy. You actually end up burning the lives, you know? It's not like, sort of like in New Super Mario Bros., you know, in that series, you rack up lives just, like, you could have 60 lives by the end of World 1 and have it be that easy. And then it's not like you're going to be losing those lives all the time, because that game really isn't very hard to begin with. So this game, on the other hand, is sort of a different story. So I love how I spent that entire level talking about, you know, difficulty curves and lives, but that's the way this game works. It's really just good that way. But we're going to be doing the rest of these levels. We're at 4 minutes, so again, you know, these 2-minute levels are just going to go by really quickly. So, Itty Bitty Bites. I like this level, because this is sort of another example of, like, each level in this game having something very specific about it. And in this level, we'll be seeing an enemy that's only specific to this level. Or at least I think they are. but you can see him in the eye of this little statue right here. We'll be seeing these little fellers in just a second, but here they go. We have toothberries, and toothberries are just the prominent enemy in this place. I don't even know if there's any other enemy in this place besides the toothberries. I don't really think so. But they can pop up from out of floors, in walls, and they're just gonna be everywhere, even hidden in cages. I don't know why like someone would cage one up. I think those are called cage berries, like they give them an entirely different names, but yeah, these guys are just like little demonic Pac-Mans. I'm sure that comparison has been made in every LP possible, but I mean, that's just kind of the only thing I can compare them to. Can't really think of any sort of ball-shaped figure with a mouth that likes to chew on things other than Pac-Man. Unless there's another. I can't really think of anything now. I'm trying to. I mean, let's compare them to Q*bert or something. No, Q*bert is way better than these guys. But this part seems to get me for some reason. Like, these little guys right here that stack on top of each other, because they open their mouths when they're about to jump, but sometimes it seems like they'll try to trick you and they won't actually fall down when they open their mouth. And it's just kind of weird timing, I guess, when you're trying to get these guys to jump on you so you can get past them. But you don't see these guys any other time in the game, so it's just sort of like you better get used to seeing them in this level because they're practically everywhere. I wish you did see them in other parts of like certain levels. It'd be cool to have like a level where you have to run, I guess, and there's like these guys are jumping out of walls trying to stop you. I don't know. Oh my god, I almost just died. But hey, we have a kill-all room just full of toothberries. Let's murder all of them. I don't see how like these mechanisms are letting them free though. Like, are they triggering the mechanisms to let them free themselves? Or is this just a video game and I shouldn't be questioning logic at all? I think that second one is like right on the money, don't you? And wow, way to hit me right after I get the DK barrel. I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but DK barrels actually fill up your life all the way if you have Diddy Kong already. So it's not like they do that anyway because Diddy Kong gives you 2 hearts when you get them, but you know, if you're running low on hearts and you get a DK barrel, you know, you can refill all your hearts if you just simply throw it, which adds like an all new depth to DK barrels, I guess. And you don't get them in the hard mode either. So not only do you not get Diddy Kong, but you don't get, you know, those extra hearts, which is, I guess, it makes it harder. I really like the hard mode of this game because it's actually legitimately hard. But whatever, we're going to Temple Topple. That sounded really weird. Haven't you ever gotten that feeling like when you're saying words, like they just don't sound like words anymore? Because that sort of happens to me. Like, if I say a word enough and I really think about what I'm saying, it doesn't sound like a word anymore. And I don't really know why. And be careful not to miss this K, because I miss it all the time when I'm playing this game. And I missed it in the failed recording. I was just like, all the way at the end of the level, and I was just like, whoa, I missed the K, and where the heck is it? And then I actually spent a little while looking for it, because I kind of forgot. I was just like, well, this is embarrassing. Not to mention I had to play the whole level all over again just to get it, and it was just kind of like a waste of time. But this level does prove that Rambi has a weakness and you're not really completely invincible, because, you know, they put fire tikis back there and you have to jump through those fiery ropes. And fire is really the only thing that can really damage Rambi and make him run away from you. And he doesn't run very fast when he gets hit in this game either. It's just like, he sort of jogs, but yet again, when you're riding him, he's just like full steam ahead, but not when you get hit, or when he gets hit. It's like he doesn't feel pain. Pain doesn't phase Rambi because he's just a G. But whatever, we're almost done with this level, and I think we're gonna do the temple level in this episode. I mean, last recording I didn't have time to do the temple episode at all. Or the temple episode. Yeah, we're gonna be doing temples all next episode, folks. No. But yeah, I think we have time to do it. That was, we're at 9 minutes. So, let's just do it. Hopefully I don't die, because this temple level is actually kind of annoying. And then I'll fight the boss. But, Shifty Smashers, this will be a good level. But it has a lot of references. The entire Ruins world has a bunch of random references to the original Donkey Kong arcade game. So you'll see like 8-bit Donkey Kong plastered all over the Shifty Smashers, like him jumping over the fire and stuff like that. It's just like little tidbits and stuff like that. I mean, making references to that game. I mean, there's plenty of them. Like you can see an 8-bit Donkey Kong statue holding up a Wiimote. You can see all sorts of little references in this game everywhere, actually. Like if you look close enough to the background and stuff like that, you'll see a lot of other things. Like in the later world, you can see Mr. Game & Watch building something in a factory level. But you just gotta be really observant about stuff. But there's like little hidden references everywhere, which is sort of what I like about this game. The scenery is really great. You can just find a whole bunch of stuff if you're more observant and stuff like that. So it's really good. Retro Studios is a really good game company, and I think they should at least make their own IPs. Like I've been waiting for that for a while, because it's just like they have the potential to actually be like the new Rareware. Not even saying that because they made this game, but it's just like they could really do some good stuff if they really tried. Like all they've been doing so far is just making games for Nintendo, like, you know, this game and then Mario Kart 7 and stuff like that. Stuff that Nintendo's already made, but I think they're perfectly capable of coming up with their own original ideas for a game. And, you know, that'd make Nintendo more money. And they'd have more characters to put in Super Smash Brothers. But hey, we're almost done. And at least we got something complete that already wasn't. But let's go to the Ruined Roost and fight, well, someone who actually looks kind of familiar. But we'll do that when we do it, which is right now. So let's go and see this guy kill an egg, because that's what he's gonna do. This egg right here, well, hey, this douchebag Tiki is just gonna break it, because that's what he does best. You know, you see it crack. And now we're just gonna have eggs for breakfast in this pot. Hopefully scrambled, because eggs are not good any other way. And oh, wait a minute, he's just gonna jump into the Yolky goodness. No! Oh wait, no, it's just Ho-Oh. Or Kazooie's husband. Yes, this is Strollin' Stew. No, not Strollin' Stew. I just know his name is Stew, and I like calling him Kazooie's husband, because he's a giant red bird. But he likes to spit bombs out at you, and this is probably one of my favorite boss battles in the game, despite it being so simplistic. I mean, all you have to do is throw bombs at him, and that'll damage him enough, but he's just a really fun boss. That's all I can really say. I mean, he's pretty easy, because all you really have to do is just throw the bombs back at him. And he has a variety of bombs that he throws. This isn't going to be the only thing he does. I mean, when you damage him enough, he actually pulls out a missile from that pot and makes it not damage the platforms, destroys the platforms like he did just now. And he'll throw bombs that, like, make shockwaves, but those are a different color, so it's all, like, it's all good in the neighborhood. He also has an attack where he throws multiple bombs along, like, the side of the ground, and you gotta get out of the way, but like this. But you can also pick up the bombs while he's in this state and throw them at him, so it's not that hard of a boss, but it's just really fun. But Kazooie's husband is down, and look at that fat log. Oh well. Let's just kill this guy and hopefully get Donkey Kong combo this time. Yes! Finally was able to show it off. Took 3 bosses, but I finally did it. And hopefully I got the big 22. Yeah, I did, because 22 is the most hits that you can get. So only 15 on the DK barrels and 22 on bosses. But that'll be about enough for this episode, and next time we will go to the cave and do Rickety Rails. But see, look at this. This is literally the shortest world in the game, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it in one episode. We'll just see about that.